Welcome to this episode of Now That's Something Good, the podcast where we explore the extraordinary in the everyday ordinary. Now here's your host, Sarah Good.
Hey friends, welcome back. Not sure when you're going to be listening to this, but we are recording right before Thanksgiving. And so I want to wish all of you a very happy Thanksgiving. At the top of Will and my grateful list would definitely be all of you that have given up hours and some time to listen to our stories and to our podcast. We are so grateful for just your encouragement and just your sticking with us and just your positivity and encouragement behind us trying something new. So we're excited and so grateful for that. Today, you're going to hear a little bit of a different episode. My husband, Will, that you guys know, is going to come and talk for a little bit to us. And then you're actually going to hear a little bit of an episode with a few of our kids. But I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope that you enjoy this episode of Now That's Something Good.
Hey, welcome friends to the podcast. So glad that you joined us today. You know, this November has not looked like many Novembers that I can remember. And quite frankly, that just means there's opportunities to try and to do different things than we've done before. And recently, I've noticed a phenomenon in my house that has enabled my kids to play with each other and to play with other friends virtually in kind of a new way. And so this episode is kind of a mashup of a public service announcement, a little bit of adult education by my kids, educating me, and I hope that it gives you some ideas of how you might be able to connect with your friends and your family and your loved ones over this holiday season. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this episode. Here we go. Hey everybody, welcome to this special edition of Now That's Something Good. Sarah is gone and out of town, and so I had a couple questions that came up just from observing my kids play around the house, and I've been accused of being an imposter a bunch of times, and then they'll all run away, or somebody will be like, hey, what's up, sus? Are you sus? And I have no idea what in the world that stuff means. So this episode is going to serve as kind of a public service announcement for all of us folks who have no idea about this Among Us phenomenon, or you may think that you have an idea of, I believe it's called Among Us. I am serious, guys. I feel like that, that parent that I said I promised I would never become, the parent who has no idea what their kids are talking about. But for real, if you are a parent or you're just a friend of young folks, you might want to know what Among Us means. So joining me in the studio today are two special guests, good friends of mine. They have my red hair and partially my DNA too. Welcome to the podcast, Lillian and Evelyn. Say hello.
Hi. Hello.
Cool. Evelyn, you're going to have to get closer when you speak because you're much farther away from Lillian, just to make sure, farther away from the microphone. So great. Well, tell me and tell our listeners all about Among Us. I don't really know anything other than I heard about it, like listening to YouTubers. And then now you're playing the games and getting the stickers and actually playing it around the house. Tell me, what is Among Us? Where did it come from?
Well, it's a game. It's on mobile and also on computer. And Lincoln and Lena don't do as much as the playing. I think they usually just watch the YouTubers play it. But Evelyn and I usually play with our friends. Like, I play with my friends all the time. We have a group chat where we're like, oh, we're playing, you can play, Evelyn, do you want to explain how the game works?
Sure. So basically, there is one imposter or two or three. You can pick, on the game, how many you want. And then there's crewmates, which usually I always get a crewmate. It's kind of hard to get an imposter, but you just randomly pick almost.
Okay, so it's a game. It's a mobile game, or is there Xbox stuff too? Or?
I don't think so. I feel like they might come out with it, but
so it's its own game.
Yes.
Okay, great. And it's multiplayer, or is it only people in your family, or how do you?
You can play it multiplayer, or each of the games you play. It's usually a server, but there's a code, and if you and your friends play, you give each other the code.
Gotcha.
And you can join it. So that's what my
same
friends and I do.
Among Us world, using air quotes.
Yeah, and it's very similar to Mafia, and I think the game has been around for a while, but recently it just got super popular.
Interesting. Well, I don't even know what Mafia is.
Okay, well, explanation. In the game, you either become an imposter or a crewmate, and the crewmate's job is to go around in like this little ship. It's like a little animation of like a ship, and you can go around and you finish your task, and you're trying to get all your tasks done before the imposters kill everyone. So the imposter's job is they go around and they're sneakily killing people when they have the chance, or like pretending they're doing tasks. And then crewmates can sometimes find the body and they report it. And then you all come together and you try to figure out who the imposter was. And like you can vote. And basically just the game goes on until the imposters killed everyone or the crewmates figure out who it is.
Okay.
Finish tasks.
While you're playing, is there anything visibly different between an imposter and a crewmate?
No.
Like on the screen, they all look like the same little characters?
Yeah.
For a crewmate, yes. When you're the imposter, like it tells you who you are. When you're in the imposter, your name is read, but only to yourself.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, let me play that back then. You're on a ship type animation and you have a task. Everybody has a task. If you're the imposter, your task is probably to annihilate everyone, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And if you're a crewmate, tell me, what kind of tasks do you have? And are those tasks just for you, or does all of the crewmates have the same task?
All of the crewmates like have the same task. Some of them are different, but usually you'll have the same task of everyone else.
Yeah.
And there's like different rooms, like admin, like electrical, like a bunch of different types.
And
of
do you
rooms.
have I have one task and I'm done, or you have a task in each room? Or
decide in the game settings, but usually there's like different tasks. Like there's longer tasks you could have, there's shorter tasks, but usually you have more than one task.
Got it. Okay. And what happens when I get all my tasks done if I'm a crewmate?
You can just run around. There's usually like a security in a security room where you can like watch like little cameras and see if there's anyone acting sus/suspicious.
Oh, suspicious, not suspect. Suspicious.
Suspicious, yeah.
Sus. Now I know. No, see, this is knowledge for the listening world here. Very good. Okay. So are you sus means are you suspicious? Great. Okay. Very good. And that's really cool. So how do you end up playing then in the house? Like not on the game, the digital game, when you get Elena and Lincoln together and you decide to play Among Us. How do you play?
So it's basically like the same thing, but in like real life. So we'll have like a button, which like we use the Santa Claus button. And so when you click it, it makes like a loud noise. So let's say that someone died, then you would run over to the button and click the button, and that's basically like a report. So then you would report it, you guys would all vote, and then the task would be like, for example, like lighting a candle. So you have to light a candle, and then you got that task done. And then once you get all your tasks done, you just go looking around for bodies.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wow. What's the craziest body you've ever found?
What? They're like all the same.
Yeah. There's like different colors. There's like blue, pink. You get to pick your color.
The color of the body or the color of your player?
The color of your player. But
I
like
gotcha.
your body.
There's different
is, like-
accessories. Yeah.
And in the game, how does the imposter, how do they kill you? They just like touch you, or they have
There's
to
like
come
little
over
buttons on the side of the screen. Like once you're by someone, it says kill. You can like click the kill button.
But only if you're the
happens.
imposter, or everybody
Yeah.
gets that button?
Only if you're the imposter.
Yeah.
And if you're a crewmate, do you get like buttons like hug or kiss or high five, or you don't get any buttons?
You get buttons like report, body when you're by it, or like there's like a use button. So that's how you click like the different tasks.
Okay.
Oh, also if you're the imposter, there's like a sabotage button or
yeah.
something.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
Or it kind of like messes with the crewmates. So if you click sabotage, you like see the map of the ship, and like you can click different rooms, and it can like shut doors or start like
Superpowers.
the oxygen can go out. So like the crewmates are supposed to go around, go to the oxygen things, and maybe like press in like a number or something as fast as they can.
Interesting. Wow. The plot thickens in Among Us. Okay, Evelyn, I think you have some stickers. For those who don't know, Evelyn is trying to work on a business, a really cool business where she's making custom-made bracelets, and I think she wants to have some bonus stickers as part of that business when she makes a sale. So be on the lookout for Evelyn's Instagram page for opportunities to buy some custom bracelets that will be hits with the kids for sure. But there's stickers. You got a pack of Among Us stickers. What kind of things would I find in an Among Us sticker pack?
Like they would be like different colors. Like you don't pick the colors, but like I'll pick them for you.
Just a square of pink and purple and black and green color?
Like almost like that, but then there's also ones that's just like crewmate, like a tiny crewmate thing.
Like a picture of a crewmate?
Yeah.
And they're different colors?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
And
Okay.
like imposter and like a dead body one and like, yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Are there sabotage buttons?
No.
Sabotage stickers?
No.
No. Okay. And like if you are a crewmate and you get a sticker that says imposter and you put it on you, you're not going to like die, are you?
No.
Okay. Just making sure everybody knows the stickers are safe. They don't come with any inherent risk. Okay. Interesting. Yes. Okay. That's great. Okay. What else? What else should people? I mean, I don't know if this is like telling secrets of a generation here that we'll end up getting pulled from the air for this. But what other Among Us secrets or things should we know? Those of us who don't have any clue. I feel like I'm a lot smarter now because before this conversation, I had really no clue, other than "Are you sus?" and imposter. I didn't really know anything. What else do you have to tell us?
I say definitely try to play it with a group of friends because it's really funny, and basically you just mute yourself while you're actually playing the game. And when someone finds a body, you like unmute yourselves and you guys can just talk amongst yourselves, Among Us. And
Oh, I see what you did there.
yeah, and it's just really way more fun when you play with friends, and it can
Okay,
be really
got it.
funny.
Yes.
Okay, so if you have any upcoming dinner parties, dear listeners, Among Us might just be the coolest thing, particularly as you get ready to go into the holiday season. And because of COVID-19, there's a lot of virtual recommendations for gatherings and get-togethers. You might want to try Among Us among yourselves, among your family, among your friends. In fact, maybe we should do that virtually on our holidays coming up. What do you girls say?
Yeah,
With our
let's do
family.
that.
That would be funny. Or grandma and grandpa that you just got called out. Okay, good.
Grandma and grandpa don't watch this, right?
They might listen to it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. So you just got called out for being Among Us noobs, but you'd be just like me because I've never played before. Is there a noob? Like I know Minecraft, they would call someone like me a noob.
Yeah, that's what Lincoln
Used to
calls
be
everyone.
Greenhorn, like that back in my day. Greenhorn was the new person. Noob. Is there a different name, a cooler, newer name for first time Among Us players?
I don't think so.
No.
Just there.
Okay. Is it me or did I hear banging on the door?
Not just you.
The imposter's trying to get us.
There's an imposter.
Oh yeah, we forgot to tell him about the vent.
Oh yeah.
vent.
Tell me. Oh, wait. Hold on a second.
Okay, so
Breaking
basically, sometimes like on the ground there'll be like a vent, so you can like click vent and
When
you
you're
can
the
go
imposter.
in. Yeah, when you're an imposter,
Okay.
and then you can go in the vent, and then you can like there's all these other vents around the area, so then like it will show you to another vent, so then you can pop up out of that vent,
Okay.
so you can get places easier. Like if you killed red and I'm blue, then blue can easily vent and then go to a different room so people won't.
Don't know that I was there. I could sneak
Yeah.
around. A
And
little
there's-
Ezra Bridger action for those Star Wars Rebels fans,
And there's
which is
another.
probably like one other person listening.
And there's an emergency button where, like, let's see, someone saw someone vent. So you can, like, go to there's, like, a cafeteria in the map, and there's, like, a table with, like, the emergency button. You can click the button and say, oh, I saw blue vent, or whatever.
Interesting.
So then you know that. Because if you see someone vent, you know that they're the imposter, because no one else can vent except for them.
Got it. Only the imposter can vent.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Has nothing to do with anger issues. It just means in the game, only the imposter can vent. Okay, great. Thank you for that that knowledge. It's really good. Okay. Well, hey guys, we're going to be right back in just a moment, and I'm going to have Elena and Lincoln come on. So you're going to hear all about Among Us from a 10 and a 6-year-old. So stay tuned. Hey guys, we're back right now, and I have in the studio now Elena, who is 10, and Lincoln, who's 6 years old. Lincoln's been on the podcast here, and Elena's done a little voiceover work too for us. So welcome, guys, back to Now That's Something Good. Now today, we've been talking about Among Us, the new crazy game that you guys sometimes play around the house. And I just have a couple questions for you. Tell me what you know about Among Us. Let's start with Elena first. Elena, what do you know about the game Among Us?
It's a game. And basically, the main point is if you're a crewmate, to survive and do all your tasks before the imposter kills everybody.
Okay, before the imposter kills everybody, right? Do your tasks.
Or
okay, that makes
imposters.
sense. Yep. And Lincoln, what do you think? Is there anything you'd like to tell us about the game Among Us?
You can create your own game and when you are an imposter, it will put like a red light on your Among Us party, and then that is how you know you are the imposter. And if there's just one person, then it's a blue light, and other Among Us bodies go through. That means you are a crewmate.
A crewmate, okay. And do you get to pick your own? This is one question I had. Do you get to pick your own color when you start the game, or
yeah.
You do
Sometimes.
sometimes?
And you can pick your own hat so if you keep on changing your hats when the game starts, you will slightly become the imposter. And if you are orange away, that you will become an imposter a lot of times.
So you can kind of hack the game, so you get to be the imposter based on the colors you pick.
I don't think you
yeah.
can do that. I don't know if that.
Oh, Lincoln, you think?
true.
Okay. It's a good theory, though. Maybe we should test that out.
That actually is true. My sister Yanni have been doing that for a long time, and she thought being the imposter a lot of times.
That's really interesting, Lincoln. We'll have to validate whether or not you can influence your role as becoming, getting chosen as the imposter based on the outfits you select or the colors you select. Yeah. Okay. Elena, I wanted to get some feedback from you. Tell me about the ways you can customize your Among Us character.
Well, you can choose hats or like a body outfit. For the outfits, you can pick like job outfits. So like you could be a police officer or a construction worker. And then there's random hats, like you can have two fancy hats on top of each other, or like a banana peel.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, because I've seen some stickers that Evelyn got, and I was wondering what they're completely random. Okay, well, tell me about your favorite outfit. If you had to pick an Among Us outfit right now to wear in real life, what outfit would you wear?
I'd probably do like the weird big clown hat thing.
Clown hat. Okay.
I don't.
Lincoln, what about you?
I would pick the police officer outfit, and by the way, and also you can have pets, and the pets cost money, and also the costumes and the costumes are actually things.
Okay. Well, interesting. But police officer for you, that's good to hear. Okay, great. Fantastic. How many times have you, Lincoln, been the imposter when you played?
Maybe 4 or 8 times.
And how'd that go for you? Were you able to annihilate everyone in Among Us? Where did they find you?
I only killed some people, and also and when you press the emoji button, it will start an emoji meeting.
Right.
And when you report a body, you get a chance to like eliminate somebody.
Okay. Yep. Can eliminate somebody. Interesting. Very interesting. Elena, tell me about how many times you've been an imposter.
Well, I've only played one time, and I'm pretty sure that I was not the imposter, so probably 0 time.
You didn't know? Are you talking about
What?
real life here in our house, or are you talking about the game on a device?
We did on the device, never, and same in real life because we played Among Us in real life.
Oh, okay, right. So, Lincoln, have you ever played Among Us on the device or just here in real life in our house?
Both.
Both. Okay, cool. Tell me, Lincoln, in the game or even in the house, I guess, Elena, is there a way to vent if you're the imposter here in the house?
You can if like you have random holes in your house.
True, I guess.
Actually, we shouldn't put by like covered boxes and put and face them against the wall, and we could like have a vent, and then we could like car in the vent, and then we car
True,
and
yeah.
Like a box maze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that your friends would enjoy that if their parents installed various venting systems that you could crawl through to play real life Among Us games in their house?
Gosh, yes.
That would be great.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Going
Okay.
in
So
food
parents out there, friends of Now That's Something Good, if you want to have a hootenanny kind of time over the holidays here this winter, install some vents so that your kids can crawl through them as part of the in-home Among Us game. What's the last thing? I'll give you guys the last word. What else would you like to say and tell our friends here listening about the game Among Us?
Okay. So you if you are a crewmate, you cannot vent, and only imposters.
Imposters can vent.
Yeah, only imposters can vent, and if you are an imposter, you already can vent. You already know that, and you will also spawn in a ship.
You will spawn in a ship. That's right. We heard from Lillian and Evelyn that it all takes place in a ship. Okay. And last question for you, Elena. If Among Us could come out with a new map that's not inside of a ship, where would be a fantastic Among Us map to play the game?
Probably in Antarctica because I feel like it's colder and you can just if you wanted to eliminate somebody, then you just put them with no jacket outside.
Okay, cruel and unusual punishment from Elena.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah,
Lincoln has something to say. What is it, buddy?
You will actually always spawn in the ship.
And you can always spawn in the ship? That's how the game works today,
Yeah,
right?
you actually know. Every time you play Among Us, you spawn into a ship. And you can't depart it.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Well, thank you, Elena and Lincoln, for sharing with our listeners more about Among Us. What's some advice that you could give our listeners about playing Among Us inside their house, though? That's one other thought I had is if you want to have a real game of Among Us physically inside of your house, not the digital kind, what's some advice you could give to our friends listening? Elena?
Well, this is an imposter one. So if you're an imposter in real life Among Us, you would want to know where everybody is, so then you can plan out the kills perfectly. So then there's only one person left, and then you win.
Got it. Okay, Lincoln, anything for you?
You could for the cat or a black cat or any manga you are gonna be you need to dress up as that cat or
Dress up as that color.
And
Okay.
this is
Pick a
how
color,
you
dress
know
up
if
like
you
that.
are a crewmate or a imposter. First, you need to whip up a pieces of paper to put just one eye into the rest seeds. And these,
One A and the rest C's?
no, one eye.
One eye
and
and the rest
rest
C. Oh,
seeds.
okay. So if you're playing...
And if
Okay.
you are the
Yep. So let me explain that. If you're gonna learn how to play, let's say you have 8 people at your house. You want to have one letter I in a pile of papers. And how many, Lincoln? This is for you. If you have one letter I, how many letter C's would you need to have? If you have 8 people playing. 8 people playing, and you give one I away. How many letter C's would you have to pick?
7.
7, that's right. Yep, good math. Okay, very good. So that's a good hint about playing Among Us in your family. Okay, now as we end every podcast episode, I'm going to ask you one special question, okay? Lincoln, tell me something good about playing the game Among Us.
You can be an imposter.
being the imposter. Okay, Elena, tell me something good about the game Among Us.
You get to pick. You get to learn how to do karate and be sneaky and lie and deceive.
Wow, that sounds really good, and definitely
Sure.
lots of kids on the naughty list.
Definitely.
Okay, thanks. Okay, Lillian and Evelyn, because the podcast is called Now That's Something Good, tell me something good about Among Us. Lillian.
Something good for me is the satisfaction of killing the crewmates when you're the imposter. I don't know why, it's just very satisfying.
That is definitely something good. Okay. Evelyn, what's something good to you about the game Among Us?
Probably because you can like play with your friends and family. It's just really fun and like it's addicting. So yeah.
Fantastic. All right, good. Thank you, girls, so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining this edition of Now That's Something Good. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you would do me a favor, do us a favor. If you enjoyed this episode, if you have other friends or family who are curious about Among Us, please give this episode a share to your friends or family on social or send them a text message or whatever. Would love to have you share this good news. And if you are getting together with family over this holiday weekend, if you're listening the weekend of Thanksgiving or over the next couple weeks in lieu of Christmas, or if unfortunately you can't get together because of the situation right now in the world, then I would recommend that you actually try to play Among Us or some other virtual game that you can play together. Great way to have fun, great way to connect, even if you can't get together face to face. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and thanks for listening to Now That's Something Good.